The 8 weeks to success is one of 11 ways to get paid in Canaway, but in my opinion, it could be one of the most significant. And the reason is it allows you to get in and really start building your business and build that foundation strong by helping your teammates do the same thing. And what a brand ambassador does in their first 8 weeks will forever affect the amount of shares and income they earn in this portion of the compensation plan for the lifetime of their involvement in Canaway. And to become qualified in the 8 weeks to success, you have to be a brand ambassador with an auto ship of at least 55 BV set. You could do that by logging into your back office and setting your auto ship to at least 55 volume. And you must have purchased an essential pack, lifestyle pack, or premier pack through your back office. Now the basics of the 8 weeks to success. A brand ambassador's first 8 weeks in the business allows them to get qualified to earn weekly paychecks based on their personal recruiting efforts and the efforts of their frontline brand ambassadors. Depending on what level you get qualified at, whether it's the essential, lifestyle, or premier, will depend how many shares you earn in the 4 bonus pools which pay out every single week. Even after the 8 weeks is up, you will still earn team matching share bonuses, and again the pack you choose affects that as well, and you'll see that in the coming slides. Now again, to get qualified, you'll log into your back office and set your auto ship to at least 55 BV, and then you'll purchase an essential, lifestyle, premier pack and enroll at least one new brand ambassador each week. And now if you have brand ambassadors that have enrolled but have yet to buy a pack, and they do buy a pack, they will still count towards your 8 weeks to success. Now the bonus pools work as follows. So there's 4 pools. The company takes 4% of the earnings, divides it into 4 different pools. The first pool is for brand ambassadors who sponsor at least 1 to 5 brand ambassadors. Second pool is 6 to 10, third pool 10 to 15, and the last pool is 16 to 20. So now how that works is if you bring in 1 a week, by your 8th week you'll have been paid in the 6 to 10 brand ambassador pool. It's the second pool. Now the goal is to get 8 people in the first 8 weeks. That's 1 person per week. But you could do it differently too. If you get 8 people in your first week, for instance, now you're actually set for the entire 8 weeks. You'll get paid a paycheck every single week, even if you don't recruit anyone in your second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, or 8th week. Now, let's say if you get 1 person in your first week and 2 in your second week, and then your third week you don't get anybody. You'll still get a check in your third week because you got that third person in the second week. So basically, you want to have at least 8 people by the end of the 8 weeks. It's a challenging goal, but definitely achievable. Now, anything more than that is definitely a bonus, because if you get to 11 people, you're paid out into pool 3. And now less people will be achieving those pools because it's a challenging goal. And if you get up to 16 personal sponsored brand ambassadors before the 8 weeks is up, now you're getting paid out in the pool number 4. So if there's less people in that pool, you're going to be getting more percentage of an income in your check. So you definitely want to strive for that, and definitely at least shoot for 1 a week. Now, let's say if you don't get somebody, let's say if you get 1 person first, second, and third week, you get a paycheck all 3 weeks. Now the 4th week comes and you can't sponsor somebody who buys a pack. Now you won't get a paycheck that week. But the 5th week, you sponsor somebody, you pick right back up where you left off. And again, remember, this is just one of 11 ways to get paid in Canaway. So even if you don't make that bonus pool for a certain week, it's not a big deal. You'll probably still be getting a paycheck from another one of the ways to get paid that week. So personal share bonuses. The reason it's so important to strive to get to the premier pack before your 8 weeks is up is because the amount of shares that you could earn in those pools. So obviously the more shares in those pools, the more money you're taking from that pool. So if you come in at the essential pack, you get 165 volume, means you get 1 share for every person that you bring in. Now let's say if you came in at the premier pack, the 900 volume, you're getting 3 shares for every person. So for instance, let's say if you brought in 8 people over the 8 weeks, and you had the Premier Pack, which pays out 3 shares per person. Now that's 24 shares that you're getting paid out in that second pool. So opposed to if you just came in at the Essential Pack, that would only be 8 shares. So you're getting 3 times the amount that someone would have got just because of the amount that you bought the Premier Pack versus the Essential Pack, which is the first pack. And now, let's say if you're having issues coming up with the budget to buy the Premier Pack, it's definitely a big investment. Canway actually gives you the whole 8 weeks to get up to that amount. So the good thing is you might miss out in the first few weeks, with only getting paid 1 share per person that you bring in. But as, let's say the third or fourth week comes and you upgrade to the lifestyle pack, now you're getting 2 shares per person that comes in. So it's definitely important to work your way up to that 900 volume. And another thing that counts towards that is the items that you're selling in your store. So that's definitely something you could focus on as well. Now, the second way we get shares in those bonus pools are from our team. It's called the team share bonus. So this is pretty powerful because this actually expands beyond the 8 weeks of success. So that's the biggest thing. That's why you want to get to 900 volume before the end of the 8 weeks, because now everyone that you've brought in, you're getting paid 1 full share for every person that they bring in for the lifetime of the company. And those pay out weekly, and that's just going to get bigger and bigger as your team grows and that their teams are growing. So this is very, very important. So basically, let's say if you struggle a little bit in the first 8 weeks and you ended up with 165 volume. Now you're going to get paid a 1/4 share for every person that your personal brand ambassadors bring in, which isn't bad. You definitely want to at least qualify for that, because again, that pays for the lifetime of the company, and that's for every person you bring in that they're bringing in. So that's pretty amazing. Now, let's say if you are qualified at 900, you're actually getting 1 full share in those 4 pools for every person that your personally sponsored brand ambassadors bring in. Let's say you've been in this company for a year, maybe it's been 3, 4, 5 years down the road, and you're getting paid 1 full share for every single person that your sponsored brand ambassadors are bringing in. That could be a lot of income, and again, that's only one of 11 ways to get paid, but it could be one of the most significant for that reason. So now the rules in the 8 weeks of success: you want to be a qualified brand ambassador who brings in at least one person every single week to maximize your payout. And if a brand ambassador fails to enroll a new brand ambassador in a given week, they'll forfeit the bonus for that week. However, you may requalify the next week by enrolling an active qualified brand ambassador. Brand ambassadors may only personally participate in the 8 weeks of success program during their first 8 weeks. So that's why it's really important to get qualified as soon as you possibly can. If a brand ambassador enrolls several new qualified brand ambassadors in a given week during the qualification period, their vested weeks will equal the number of brand ambassadors. So basically what that means is if you bring in 3 people, you actually have 3 weeks that you're qualified for a paycheck for, even if you don't bring people in that second or third week. Brand ambassadors who personally sell or purchase at least 165 volume in Canaway will count as personally enrolled brand ambassador for that 8 weeks to success bonus, and commissions are paid weekly. So basically it's telling you you have to be at least enrolled with a essential lifestyle pack to be qualified for this portion of the compensation. And a brand ambassador must enroll in the Canaway Auto Delivery Program with a minimum of 55 BV. So 55 BV is basically one hemp vape, for instance. So if you're not into that, maybe you could try one of the other products. But again, it has to be at least 55 BV set on auto ship. That's not going in every single month and buying it on the day you like. That's actually going into your back office and picking an item and setting it for a date and making sure it's set. Yes. Now you could change that every month though. So if the first month you got auto ships mechanic kick, second month you could switch it up and get something new. And I'll be doing that until I get one of every item in the company, so I could try out all these products and see what works best for me, and create that story and get that passion behind what products you do love. And lastly, the sponsor share bonus is paid on each brand ambassador who is active and qualified to earn an 8 weeks of success program. So basically, you want to stay qualified, and you will earn on every single brand ambassador that you bring in and every person that they bring in for the lifetime of the company, you'll be getting paid those quarter to full shares depending on what pack you come in by the end of the 8 weeks. So again, the most important thing here to remember is at least try to get qualified for an essential pack, but you want to work your way up to the premier pack in your first 8 weeks so you could override the maximum amount of shares in the team share bonus pool. I think it's something that's kind of misunderstood. That's why I want to make a presentation on this. And if you have any questions, I know that was quick. Definitely reach out to me. I'll explain a little bit better. Or if you'd like, it's actually in your back office under the left-hand side. Go to commissions and go to compensation, and you'll see the actual tab there. When you click on it, it'll take you to the compensation document, and it's under the 8 weeks to success. It's on the, I believe, the 4th or 5th page down, and you just read through that. And again, if you still don't understand, definitely get with your upline, get with me. I'll make sure you fully understand the importance of getting qualified in the 8 weeks to success.